Alright guys, what's up? It's your boy K with the AKA Mr. Getting It Done. Can you hear me? I believe 2022 is our opportunity to say just that. Not with your mouth, but with your thoughts and your actions. So, this training segment right now is going to be devoted to you, me, all of us who collectively can touch and agree that guess what, man? 2022 is going to be what we say it's going to be. Not with our mouth, but with our thoughts and actions. So with that, I'm going to do an assault, a little bit of calves, a little bit of shoulders, and I'm going to share it with you. In fact, there might be something you might be able to get out of it, something you might be able to take along with you and continue your journey. But most importantly, it's time to work. You ready? Let's get it done. Ow! That's what I want to do. I want to be able to speak and act as if I'm so in control of masterfully moving in my life. You know, I can control my emotions. A lot of people say, oh, I can't control my emotions. No, emotions are uncontrollable. Well, here's the thing. If you really do desire yourself to be that person that is able to speak in a way to become progressively upwardly mobile, to continue to move progressively in the direction you say you want to go, you want to accomplish this very big thing, you're not going to be able to do that without being able to, one, master yourself. You have to be able to control you. And that means even your emotions. And if you're operating from this place where you believe, well, I can't ever control my emotions, I can never master that, then that's to also say that I can't control my thinking. I will not be able to masterfully move forward with my life in the direction that I say I want to go. I will always be held back by my inability to control myself. Start toes in, heels out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heels in, toes out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got finished doing a really cool calf blitz. It's a blitz for our lower leg. We got within that time, we got a chance to do a movement for gastrocnemius, soleus, and the tibialis anterior, which is the muscle like on the front of your lower leg. Now, we're gonna move things over a little bit. We're gonna keep going, but before we do that, I just wanted to make sure that I pointed this out. I think it's important to put blood in my calves every 2 days or so. So if you're a person that has high calves and you're saying, hey man, look, for 2022, what I want to do is I want to bring my calves up, bring my calf game up, you know? What I would want to encourage you to do is to break away from the traditional thinking and just see if it applies to you. Here's something that I was able to do. I started putting blood in my calves every 2 or 3 days, and a system that allowed me to keep a chain going where I put blood in the front, I put blood in the sides, and blood in the rear, simultaneously. Not really taking a lot of time to talk, but I had to do that with you guys so I kind of keep you in the loop. But with that said, we're going to move on. We're going to start putting our blood in our shoulders, and I'm going to show you how we get this done. You ready? Let's go. Okay. I got 3 exercises I want to share with you in an effort to address delts. If you're ready, watch this. Lateral head, 13, let's go, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, all right, moving on, 5, 3 delts, Now right now, we're gonna come back to the top of this rotation. So, this is a site, this is a lateral raise. Now, without getting lost in what machine or who machine, what company, we're training at Redcon 1 Gym. And this is the best place to train in the world. I mean, just look behind me. Now, real talk, I remember being a kid, training in the gym and working and always looking for inspiration, always looking at the inspiration. Imagining myself as a hopeful with the expectation of wondering. Expectations, but then wondering, is it ever possible? Would it ever be possible? Could I ever get to that place? Could I be on the big stage? You know how many times, you don't know how many times I found myself having to sit there and ask myself the question, new me, new you, this year, will this be the year that helps me get there? Can I get there? Is it even possible? 7, 8, 9, 10, let's go. 12, 13, go. 14, let's go. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ow! On fire! Moving on. Will control myself. '" I want to offer this because I think this is a piece of insight that I think is valuable to me. So I want to share this with you. There's a lot of controversy over how important are genetics. I am going to tell you, just personally, putting my point of view out there. If you're really going to spend more time, if you're the aspiring athlete that is looking to come up in this game, if you are the training enthusiast, or if you're just the consumer, it's going to be up to you to identify yourself for who you are. You can't look to other people to tell you. You will have to identify yourself. And the way we do that is by the choices that you're willing to make. So I'm going to say to you, if you allow other people to tell you your genetics are limited, they are the most limiting factor in answering the question as to whether or not you can aspire to identify your greatness, tap into it, and make it the reality that the world can see. If you allow other people to tell you that your genetics are limited, then you will be limited if you allow that to be your reality. The thing that the champions have that aspire to go further and do the things that we later write about and celebrate isn't the fact that they have award-winning genetics. True, there may be some people that have great genetics, but there's too many people that really didn't have tremendous genetics. And at the end of the day, the truth is, what they all had in common is the desire, the expressed desire to do. And it's because of that desire they're able to turn around and aim to do the best they can do with what they have to do it with. You get what I'm saying? Rich Gaspari didn't have what other people would say are the best genetics in the sport. However, this dude went on to become one of the most dominant influences in the sport at a time or not. You can look at a litany of Mr. Olympias past and even present that some would say, hey man, he's got a lot of genetic weaknesses and flaws that if were left up to them in their theory, their aspirations for greatness were not founded. I'm saying to you, the reason why they did wasn't because of the genetics. It wasn't because of the drug. It was because of their desire to do it. So if you are able to identify your desire, make the choices that support that, follow them up with the right thinking actions. So that's really what it is. Everything else is an excuse. It's just an excuse. You know, if you want it, go get it.